The Women's Tennis Association is suspending its tournaments in China over concerns about the safety of tennis star Peng Shuai. She is the Grand Slam doubles champion who accused China's former vice premier of sexual assault. She disappeared for almost 3 weeks, then reappeared in public life again without any explanation. National correspondent Paul Gerke is joining us live right now in New York. Paul, this is something that no other sports body has ever done before, perhaps because no other sports body has faced a situation like this. But the WTA is certainly sending a very strong message here.
Yeah, there have been other leagues that have sort of brushed up against the wrong side of China. We'll talk about that in just a second, but it is pretty significant what the WTA is doing here. They're putting morality ahead of a whole lot of money. As the CEO and chairman Steve Simon put it, quote, "In good conscience, I just don't see how we can ask our athletes to compete there." Yesterday, the WTA announced it is pulling out of China entirely, holding no more tournaments there until it can confirm the health and safety of Shuai. She posted allegations of sexual assault to her social media account exactly 1 month ago. That post was quickly scrapped and Shuai disappeared from public view, sparking an online movement under the hashtag Where's Peng Shuai. 2 weeks later, she resurfaced in a video conference to the surprise of some, saying she's okay and was not being mistreated. But Simon and the WTA are not satisfied, concerned China is not taking this seriously and that Peng's statements have been coerced. After several unsuccessful attempts to contact Shuai personally, Simon hinted earlier this week on tennis.com that the WTA just might take action.
When you're dealing with an issue, however, of sexual assault and harassment, I don't believe decisions associated with that can be compromised. You can't change things in this world if you're not willing to, push people to make the right decision.
There will be huge financial ramifications here. Each season, the WTA holds 9 tournaments in China, generating hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. They also hold the WTA finals in China. That contract lasts about a decade. We'll see what they decide to do with that. Now, you did mention off the top, Adrian, that there haven't been very many American sports leagues that have run afoul of the Chinese government. The most recent example was back in 2019 when the NBA had some tensions with China after a team executive sent a tweet out pro-democracy in Hong Kong. The NBA ended up apologizing, but the backlash from that, China stopped showing NBA games for a year just because of some team staffer's tweet. They take this stuff very seriously.
Well, right now, the WTA is taking it seriously. Paul, thank you. More news to come right after this. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.